Yo, what's up guys? So we got Faye Fantasy. Now I had to look up Faye and I figured out that she's a member of Miss A, which I was like, what, Miss A? I've been like watching them since JAJ days. So I was like, let's definitely do this. This is awesome. I guess it's like, is this a solo debut? Is it just a solo work? Please let me know below. I want to like be on top of this like knowledge-wise. Okay, here we go. Fantasy. Oh, 19 plus. Okay, what'd I get myself into? Blurred out. Korea loves to blur things out. It's like first person. Oh, it is first person. Alright. Little virtual reality. Oh, cause fantasy. Put on a little Oculus, no big deal. English subs. Tell me whatever you want. That reminds me of this, The Sixth Sense? The movie The Sixth Sense? Tell me all your fantasy. I'm reading the English subs here. Yeah, right there with you, bro. She's very, very attractive though, I'm not gonna lie. It's like got a Tron feel to it. The visuals, that is. Very synthy. It's got like some EDM-esque roots. Boy, she's like, I feel like this whole dance is like, she's just trying to like seduce. It's working. I do really like that bathroom though. It's very modern urban chic. It's one of my favorite styles. So what is this establishment where you go sit down in a room and you just start like watching a girl perform for you? Oh wait, there are things, there's a name for that, never mind. Oops. I do really like that hair color. Oh, she's losing her shirt. Do I tell her? Nope. I will not tell her. Alright, gotta separate from the visuals real quick. Oh, that is a tough thing to do, good sir. Okay, trying to listen to the music alone for a second. I know you're right in front of me. Sorry, I'm having a conversation with her. Oh my goodness. Like, wait, how is she there? He's like, he doesn't have the headset on. He's like, oh, she is real. Look at that face. He's like, that girl. So he's pretty much under her spell right now. Guys. I wouldn't, what, is there like, this is, how? It's JYP, okay. So, Faye Fantasy was what this was called. There were fantasy vibes, you know, you could see, and like, Alright Josh, what do you normally talk about? The sound, the music, okay, so it sounded very like EDM-ish, sort of like a softer, more higher vocals, everything sounded like, not echoey, but it had like that, fantasy was a good way to describe the sound. It had almost like a Chinese View type of sound, or I Just Wanna Dance, or Jessica Fly. Those are bad examples, but I'm trying to like describe something that sounds similar to this. I'm hearing a lot of different artists and a lot of different groups sort of like have this more light, sort of fantasy sound to it. Definitely more synthesized, and I really like that. I'm a big fan of that. Before I talk about the visuals, I can see on the YouTube page itself for Faye Fantasy, It has about 800,000 views right now, and it has half thumbs down, half thumbs up. That's a terrible ratio for any video on YouTube. I've seen a trend with music videos on YouTube where the more risque they get, the more out there, the more extremely sexualized or extremely graphic in any way, the more thumbs down they get. I mean, even Stellar Vibrato had like 2/3 thumbs up and then 1/3 thumbs down. So this is like especially thumb down. This was basically a striptease. You guys know that, right? I mean, it's a dude walking into an establishment, he gets sat down, and he watches this woman perform some seductive striptease in her underwear. I mean, that's basically what it is. Now, I get that sex sells, and I get that any publicity, bad or good, is still publicity. You know, you get people talking about you in a bad way or a good way, it's still popularity. So I've seen kind of a thing where some newer groups or some newer individuals will, when they debut, they try to go for this extreme thing to get attention. You know, like think Stellar Vibrato, they really went out there and tried to really get their name out there with something really extreme. It's not necessarily even their idea, it could be the entertainment company's idea, but nevertheless, that's what happens is you get some of these new debuts where they're super risque and sexualized to the point where you get 19+ ratings, and then mostly you get thumbs down because mostly people are like, I'm here for like music, K-pop, and like I'm not here to get a striptease, you know, I'd watch porn for that if I wanted that. So like on a whole spectrum of content you could do with a music video, you have like an extreme one side, like Oh My Girl or G-Friend, where it's like super cute and adorable and innocent, and on the extreme other side of the spectrum you just have hardcore porn. This falls somewhere in the middle. It really blurs the line between those two extremes, and it's really 50 shades of gray is what you're dealing with. So I'm a dude, you know, I'm a guy, so when I watch something like this where an extremely attractive female is doing some super sexualized dance in her underwear, I'm just like, I'm okay with that. But I feel like it flirts a little too much with this category over here we talked about earlier, to the point where I'm like, in good conscience, I can't even like support it, in my opinion. You know, it's tough for me to even put my stamp of approval on something like this, just because I feel like it's not really appropriate at all. But Josh, you know, you've watched sexy concepts before and you haven't said anything. Well, yeah, I have. I definitely have. And I feel like there's a line, you know, where like someone's just doing like a sexy concept versus someone just doing a sexy concept. Everyone's gonna have their own line, you know, everyone's gonna have their own gray area where they like are okay with something or not okay with something, they take offense to something or not. Everyone's different. I understand I'm gonna get like a bunch of thumbs down from even saying that I can't really support this in good conscience because of how like incredibly sexualized it is. I don't think it's right. But that's just a judgment call, you know, that I have to make, like anyone would have to make if they like see content, whether it's something they want to approve or not. I will say that I did enjoy this song in and of itself separately. It's something I was like, oh, that's a nice song. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave your comments and requests down below. Follow my Snapchat and my Twitter, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.